Hey all, welcome to ShareTreck. This is Raj here. It was a very interesting day at the markets. We dipped a lot and then we kind of came back up again. The futures are looking good. Let's have a quick look at what the market is doing and what we can expect for tomorrow. Let's get started. Welcome back, friends. Let us start our regular tour. Let's go to the fear and greed index first and then we'll move from there. So here we are looking at the CNN fear and greed index, and we are in greed around 73. I'm comfortable with this. As long as we are not into extreme greed, I'm not that much worried. If we look at the stock market heat map, we can see that the Magnificent 7 has bled a lot of value, the Magnificent 5, and for a change, I think Tesla has done better than most of the other contemporaries which were doing way better earlier. So Tesla gets a bit of revenge, up 2.23%. And then, of course, we can see that all the defensives have been doing extremely well as compared to the Mag 5. So I think there's a matter of rotation going on out here. It's not too bad, at least on the surface. If you look at the earnings calendar, I think I'm looking at only one, which is Illumina. I'm looking forward to Illumina because I think the company is in a very interesting turning point. Based on the results that we see now, the market can put a vote of confidence and we can see a takeoff for Illumina from here. Already Illumina is showing a little bit of strength and it's on a recovery path. And with Grail disposal scheduled for happening before middle of this year, I think Illumina is a good opportunity. So mark my words on that. Of course, personal opinion, not financial advice. And then we go on into the TradingView platform. In futures, you can see that the futures are up 0.12%. Friends, what's been happening out here is that we have strong resistance and we need some pioneering breakthrough to go beyond the all-time highs. So we have been pushed back from there and we are being supported by the 9-day exponential moving average. So something has to give sooner rather than later. Either we are coming down or we are going up. By the looks of it, we still have a lot of strength left. The momentum is pretty strong and there is room for the RSI to go up. So I'm thinking more chance of us going up before coming down. Then we have the QQQ, which was down minus 0.20%. Friends, today I'm a bit late in recording this video, so I can't tell you what happened during the aftermarket hours. But right now, it seems that we are still in the bull channel, so that is fine. And again, we are being pushed down by this horizontal line of resistance at 429.59. And that's the story. We need to break out from there. And we are forming a pennant out here, and it's a bullish channel. So I think we should break out on the upside. Plenty of room on the RSI, but the momentum, even though it's above average, it's not pointing in the right direction. So hopefully tomorrow we see rotation happening as we saw on the heat map, and money comes back into the Mag 5, then things can start moving. VIX was down almost 4.61%. This is good for us. And then SPY was up 0.29%. S&P Dow Jones was up 0.39%. All supported by the 9-day exponential moving average. US dollar index is coming down, which is also a good sign. I mean, post-market, it's come down further, even though it's well above the closing for yesterday and well within the range of day before yesterday's candle. So I think as this keeps on coming down and the moment it goes below the candle the day before, the green candle before, I think we'll start seeing some more gains back in the stocks. Till such time, I think the yields are going to be unfavorable. Russell was up 0.90% and US oil was up 0.09%. And if we were to look at put call ratio, I think it's going very close to being bullish. I mean, anything below 7 is considered very bullish. So we are as bullish as we have ever been in quite a while. So I'm expecting some fireworks tomorrow based on the put call ratio out here. And then let's go on to have a look at Genomics. In Genomics, we got BioNano, which was up 6.42%, a much needed boost out here. Is there any news? Yes, no, there is no news. Last news was on 25th of January. So just sentiment trading out here. Beam was up 7.52%. Was there any news? No news, just sentiment. Momentum is also looking good, plenty of room, moving in the right direction. Prime was up 4.95%. Is there any news? No news, just sentimental trade. VERV was up 6.01%, broken above the 9-day exponential moving average. No news to mention out here, all sentiment related trades. DNA was up 5.74%, and let us see if there is any news for DNA. No new news for DNA so far. But it has done extremely well. It has broken past the 9-day exponential moving average, which had constrained it for almost 4 previous days. So we are now challenging the 20-day exponential moving average. And we look at PACB, which was up 2.02%, and Allogene was down 0.72% after a whole lot of gains. It was pushed down by the 200-day exponential moving average. Allogene is looking pretty healthy. It's the RSI which was overbought, which has kind of pushed it back again, but everything else remains intact. ARKG was up 3.81%, and it has beaten all the exponential moving average. The next resistance happens to be 29.96. And next we have CRISPR Therapeutics, which was up 3.67%, and it has managed to break through this line of resistance at 66.49. So I'm going to mark this green and as a support. And you look at Editas, which was up 1.84%, and then we come to Caribou Biosciences, which was up 1.78%. Caribou is moving from strength to strength, and let us see if there is any news for Caribou. No. Bluebird was up 3.84%. It is still below $1. That's what is concerning me. It needs to move up. Illumina was up 1.87%. And we have the earnings coming up with the expectation of EPS being somewhere around 0.13 per share, and revenue estimate of 1.087 billion. And I'm thinking Illumina is going to be able to break through above this. So we still have support out here at 141.43, and also we have support from all the exponential moving average except the 200-day exponential moving average, which happens to be our next resistance. NTLA was up 6.96%. Is there any news? I suspect not. No, there is no news. And NVTA was down minus 77.12%. It's a huge drop. Friends, I made a video earlier during the day about NVTA going to get delisted. So please check out that video. I don't want to waste your time here again with that. IMTX was up 1.32%. And with that, I think we'll go and have a look at AI. But before we do that, I think Genomics had a good day today, but tomorrow, if the rest of the markets pick up, we can expect money to rotate out of Genomics and many shares will go in the red. That's the general story for most of the stocks. And as far as CRISPR is concerned, it's going to be range bound and it won't move too much. It's going to go steady until the next earnings, where people are waiting to see what the revenue looks like, or if they can get any information about Casgevy income. So with that said, let's go and have a look at the AI sector. Now we are getting into the AI, and we have NVDA, which is doing extremely well so far, but today it's gone down by 1.60%. I took the opportunity and bought 5 NVIDIA because I think it will still go up. But today I saw on Threads, Ashwath Damodaran, noted valuation expert, saying that NVIDIA is overvalued. So I'm a bit worried about it. But I think it turned around even before it reached 88.41. So there definitely is more weakness in this than I had anticipated. But let us see what happens tomorrow. And if I look at AMD, AMD was down 3.64%. Both of them are reciprocal. And AMD has gone below the 9-day exponential moving average supported by the 20. And momentum has dropped, but it's still above average. Google was up 0.33% and got stopped by the 9-day exponential moving average. Still looking good on the charts. Microsoft was down minus 0.04%. Plenty of strength on Microsoft, and I think it can pick up tomorrow. It's being supported by the 9-day exponential moving average. There was a bit of rotation out of the sector. Meta was down minus 1.02%. Of course, after gaining so much and after having such a huge gap up, we might be having efforts to do a gap fill, but at the same time, the prospects are so hot that the market is coming down gradually. That's my feeling. And we have the overbought RSI, which needs to cool down, which is almost cooled down, but a little more to go. Amazon was down minus 0.68%. Again, gap down has to be taken care of. RSI has already cooled. Apple was up 0.86%, just in the right place, plenty of room on the RSI to move forward. FNGU was down minus 1.72. ASML was up 0.71%. It's gone above the line of resistance, which has now become support at 889.49. So I'm marking it green. Palantir had a fantastic day. It is up 5.15%. It's up $5.15, which is almost 30.80%. Pre-market, it was up 19. So there is a huge gap up that has to be taken care of. And we got stopped out here, which seems to be a line of resistance from the past. So that's where we got stopped. Now let's go on to look at Intel, which was down minus 0.07%. BAIDU was up 3.81% and pushed down by the 20-day exponential moving average. Intuit was down minus 0.83%, and Adobe was down minus 3.70%. So overall, I think there's a bit of rotation in the market, and of all the companies, I think CRISPR and Illumina are like planes that are rotating around, hovering around the airport waiting for the runway to be cleared so that they can land. In case of Illumina, the event basically is a complete disposal of GRAIL and clearing up the balance sheet. And in case of CRISPR Therapeutics, it is a glimpse of what is the potential revenue from Casgevy and what does the EPS look like and what does the future look like. So that's what the market is waiting to see. So those two shares are likely to be much more tightly range bound, whereas everything else in the genomics sector is going to be moving very volatile, and it could be part of the rotation in and out of the sector. So it's very risky for all of those shares. And if we look at AI shares, there was a little bit of profit taking out there after the AI shares had jumped up a lot. And when I say jumped up a lot, I'm talking about NVIDIA, which had a huge jump. And then we had Amazon, which had a huge jump. They all have to cool down a little bit. And today we saw Palantir doing great, which is giving a lot of confidence into the sector. So tomorrow I'm very optimistic that the AI sector is going to again pick up a little bit. And we may potentially see money get out of the genomics sector. And most of the green stocks in the genomics are likely to go red. So that's my 2 cents on it. And what am I going to do tomorrow? So tomorrow I'm going to be watching FNGU, which is what my main occupation is right now. And if FNGU goes down further, then I think I'll still hold on. I'll not put any more money into it. But if FNGU moves up, I'm going to try to liquidate the 25 FNGU that I have at a profit and then wait back again, because I am not very sure if the market can go up further. If NVDA is overvalued, then there's a bit of weakness that we can see out there. And AMD is also considered to be overvalued. So everything is stretched in valuation. And those two shares can definitely push down the FNGU. So that's my logic out there. So that's all I have, and I'm watching for the results of Illumina, and I'm hoping for the best out there. With that, my friends, I'd like to bring this video to an end. Thanks and have a great day. Bye for now.